All right, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Are we actually live? I need to do it. Fox Sound says and refresh just to make sure. Yes, there I am. Hello, welcome. I'm always so damn exhausted. Right after, like, I didn't do anything. I wasn't on a stationary bike. I wasn't doing the rowing machine. I'm just like scrambling, figuring, putting makeup on, trying to think of whatever the fuck I'm going to say on this stupid show. And, but just having Sit and Spin on in the background, I'm just like, yeah, I'm pumped. I'm getting pumped. It's crazy. Oh my God. You know what else is crazy? This is our 1 year Twitchiversary. I can't believe it. Hello, welcome everyone to the weekly meeting. I am the Queen Mother of Booty Mashup, Adriana A. And this is right after we do the fitness show, we do the Just Chatting show, and this is our kickoff to every weekend. We switched things up a little bit, but this show has always been like for a year. I mean, we started off calling it Mashup Talk because I was mostly supposed to talk about like mashup culture, which I still do. I talk about mashup culture a lot. I had, each of our DJs on the show. I've had Matt and Marisha from Critical Role on the show, had all sorts of guests. But then at some point along the way, it just sort of devolved into sometimes it's not really going to be a podcast or talk show kind of style. It's literally just going to be me just chatting, and you guys seem okay with that. So, and I'm okay with it too, because, sometimes there's just shit to chat about, and there isn't really like a person to bring onto the show for like a big, like let's talk about mashup culture. Although I do love to do that. PDS Mix is probably my favorite guest to really shoot the shit about mashup culture with, because him and I like definitely, if you've ever seen his own show Masters of Mash on his own channel PDS Mix, give him a follow definitely. If you are into mashup culture, every Wednesday right before my own show, my Wednesday mashup listening party, he does a show called Masters of Mash. Often, he hasn't done it the last couple weeks, but where he brings people in, and I kind of feel like he's got that covered. He's got like the whole the mashup talk show with the profile interview on lock. So I'm just gonna come along and I've seen enough live streams on Twitch where it is literally just someone hanging out, chit-chatting, talking to the audience. And I love talking to you guys, and I love kind of keeping you up to date on what's going on in booty mashup land. And yeah, I can't believe it. We've made it to 1 year. On the one hand, it feels like 1 year has flown by. And then on the flip side, it also sort of feels like, holy shit, we've been doing Twitch for like 5 years, right? I mean, that's sort of what it feels like. And yes, Mr. Beard Papa, I do love, there is a reason why there is a lore emote with my face on it with the glasses, because I do love, we've got lots of stories. Over the course of 17 and a half years of doing booty mashup parties, our website, the mixtapes, the CDs, all that stuff. This year has been the most pivotal, I would say, in a lot of ways, and not just because pivot is in the word pivotal. It really gave us an opportunity to kind of hit the reset button and kind of like assess of like, okay, well, if we're not throwing parties, then what the fuck is the point of booty mashup? And as it turns out, there are a lot of points to booty mashup, and first and foremost has always been bringing our love of mashups, our love of mashup culture, our love of taking two or more songs and combining them into one, and just how that one simple, singular concept also filters across pop culture in general. When we started Booty Mashup back in 2003, culture was a lot more segregated. Nowadays, I mean, especially with music culture, with music culture was like, you were like, if you liked hip hop, okay, you were a hip hop kid. And, if you were a metalhead, that's what you listen to is metal. And, the pop kids listen to pop and the goths listen to goth. And they're really, there may have been crossover, but there wasn't crossover within the culture. And, which is why we started this party to begin with, because it was like, well, I like all that shit. And there seem to be a lot of other people that like all this shit together. And mashups literally take all these different diverse elements of pop culture and combine them together and create a melting pot. And that to me is what is beautiful about mashup culture and why I've always gravitated towards it. And also why I think musically pop culture is much closer now to the ideal that we were trying to push forth. I mean, Party Ben, who is one of our very fabulous mashup producer, long retired, but I do love Party Ben. And I asked him recently, actually, I was like, why don't you make mashups anymore? And he was like, we won. We did it. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, when we started doing mashups, when I started doing mashups, it's because, it was like trying to combine these things. Like he worked at an alternative music station, and yet he's mashing up, 50 Cent. And he didn't mash this particular one up, but he would often play it on his mix show, 50 Cent over 9 Inch Nails. Of course, this alternative radio station played 9 Inch Nails, but 50 Cent, it's like the phones would light up with people complaining, but at the same time, just as many people being like, yeah. And now, 50 Cent over 9 Inch Nails is just like, oh yeah, I mean, that's Tuesday. So in many ways, what we've been championing since we started is really kind of come to fruition in pop culture, which I think is amazing. But there's always new combinations to be found. There's always, I think a lot of the OMG WTF factor, oh my God, I can't believe someone thought of that. Once you've heard a zillion mashups, it's like, oh, but every now and then, I mean, what keeps me involved and interested and excited about this scene is every now and then, a new producer comes along, and there's constantly new producers discovering this stuff and trying their own hand at it. And it's, someone comes up with something where you're like, oh my God, I can't believe somebody thought of that. But of course they did, and Volker Crafts, I'm glad to hear, yeah, former metalhead. I'm sure you're still a metalhead, but maybe metalhead isn't the only thing that defines you. So, and you mentioned a word that I've been thinking about a lot, and that's community. And that has been probably the biggest thing over this past year, is reconnecting with the greater mashup community, because I'm not so busy trying to throw parties. All of us are not so busy only DJing and throwing parties, because we have Twitch, and because you're here in the chat pod, and we can talk and make jokes, and I can play a song, and you guys, unlike a dance floor where it's like, okay, they're dancing. I mean, I know they're all drunk and they're dancing, but you guys can be like, oh, I don't know about this one, or, oh, that's amazing, or who did this? And, and that activates a conversation that hasn't been happening very much. There was a message board back in the early days, from around 2002, I think they started a little bit before we did, 2002 till about 2010, 2012. That was it galvanized the mashup scene. It really connected everybody. But when that message board went away, Gaibo, get your bootleg on, Gaibo. When Gaibo went away, the scene sort of fractured. Some of us went to YouTube, some of us went to Facebook, some of us, went to Germany. Look who's here, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
It is the fabulous Jupiter Gatling. Cheers.
Sorry.
To 1 year.
Sorry, it took me so long to appear on the stream. I needed to find a Weizenglas, which you put so far away in the cupboard that's so tall up. It was really hard to get there.
Did you use the little stool? The
No.
Stuhle?
Die kleine Treppe.
Kleine,
No.
yeah.
Do you call it ein Tritt? I don't know how Germans call it. I know how to call it in Russian.
Well, it's just a stepping stool.
Yeah.
Step stool.
Yeah, no, Tritt
Anyway.
is back translated from English. It's not a real word.
Yeah.
Lavichka.
But and yeah, speaking of new people getting into the scene, I mean, I've been doing booty mashups since 2003, discovered mashups the year before. You somewhat, I mean, I'm going to say recent, but it's not really recent.
It's not really recent
but,
at all.
but compared to that timeline it is. But, I met you in 2012 at a booty mashup party in Berlin.
Yeah, but I went there because I already like mashups.
Exactly.
But it's not like I was really in the mashup scene. Please, I didn't even have internet back then. I mean, I did, but not that long. There was no internet in Germany. Still not. But I mean, I just got into mashups because of MTV Mash, because they played a placebo mashup of all things on it. So
yeah,
it's how I got stuck in mashups.
And it's crazy in how people have come to discover.
Can you give me the Sailor Venus coaster?
The Sailor Venus coaster. There you go. How people discover, and I love it. Like, you guys are all here, and I know that a lot of you discovered mashups for the first time, like in depth, through this channel, which I just love that we're still doing the thing.
We're doing the thing.
the mission statement, if you will, of
it is called Tritt. Danke, Muffelmuck. I wasn't sure how to call it.
But yeah, it's been crazy. I did a fairly long blog post the other day, kind of like talking about the 1 year anniversary. We should probably bring DJ Tyme into well, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna preface this by saying, so this is the paragraph that I originally wrote. It was 1 year ago this week. On Wednesday, clubs and venues in California got shut down. On Thursday, we signed up for Twitch. On Friday, Lobster Dust did the first test stream. And then on Saturday, March 14th, 2020, DJ Trip did our first official Twitch DJ set. Except it didn't really work, and we ended up hosting DJ Nate instead. And at least I'm pretty sure that's how it all started. Jupiter Gatling, Tyme, and myself tried to piece together the entire timeline a while back when we all took a moment to sit back and go, how the hell did we do all this? But in those first few heady weeks of the COVID-19 lockdown, with all of us in quarantine, scrambling to learn how to live stream to Twitch on the fly, unsure of how any of us were going to survive, the details might have gotten a little fuzzy. It was a crazy time. So fuzzy, in fact, that DJ Tyme is like literally minutes after I post this is like, that's not how it happened. I did the first test stream, not Lobster Dust. I was the first face on the Booty Mashup channel, and then Lobster Dust did the first DJ set. So it's like a whole level, all these different levels of firsts.
Everyone got a little first.
Yeah.
Everyone got a little first. I mean, you know what? I didn't really get a first. Just that my first DJ stream immediately broke everyone's record, which was DJ Tyme's record. He actually did the very first marathon stream. And but I broke it with my very first set.
Let's get DJ Tyme on the phone. I really wanted to have all three of us on today's weekly meeting, because even though I'm the queen mother of Booty Mashup, I'm definitely the captain of this pirate ship. I really could not have gotten through this year without the entire team, but I really wanted to specifically shout out Jupiter Gatling and DJ Tyme, because they've been like the first mates, really. You guys have just been like, and even when I'm like mentally checked out for whatever reason. You guys take the steering wheel
and completely overthink everything. It's amazing. And Adriana comes back to her phone with like 200 unread messages. What the fuck did you do, people?
Like, what are you doing? All right, let's give DJ Tyme a little call here. Mm-hmm. Pick up the phone.
Oh, hello.
Oh my God. What? Wait, do we hear him?
All right, do you hear? I don't see you guys.
What? We're here. We see you.
But
Jupiter, you got to turn your camera on.
But the camera is on.
Yeah.
But you're
weird.
You're right. You don't see us.
No, it's like that during the test.
You should be seeing us.
Yeah.
I don't see you
Maybe
guys.
now?
Anyways, I'm here. Hi.
Hi,
everybody. Sorry, I was trying to wear my masks. Then I realized I can't breathe. Sorry. Woo! Yeah, my face.
Oh, that is weird. Would you guys believe? Would you all believe that we actually tested all this?
Wait, can you guys hear me? Hello.
Yeah,
hello?
we hear you.
We hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just remember before Jupiter, how the camera was. You had to do something to make it turn on.
Yeah, but we did do that.
I just did that.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't need you. Let's just go with it. Hi, everybody.
You have to hit that one.
Twitch anyway.
There we go.
Are we actually still online?
Yeah. So, DJ Tyme, I want to apologize to you in front of everybody that I completely forgot that you were actually the first actual stream on this channel.
Yeah. It was it was a mess. First of all,
it was on your phone, right? You literally just streamed from your phone.
I was sitting on my phone, and I didn't know what to stream. But I knew, like, all of us were, like, really missing, or, even though it started, we're like, I was already feeling nostalgic. So I brought out the box of booty, which is, like, all the old flyers I have and CDs and
Well, I'm not surprised because if you recall at that time, it's like, holy shit, at least for now, it's over. So we were already feeling nostalgic for the parties.
I know. Yeah, I mean, I literally did show and tell. Yeah, it was literally just show and tell. Like, hey guys, remember this? It was like, it just was like 4 days into it. If only we knew.
Oh my God, right. And especially it was like, oh, well, we just need to like keep the parties going for on Twitch for a few weeks because this will probably last through maybe the end of they're saying April. They're saying April.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I didn't believe that.
Oh, we were so naive.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think that.
I mean, I remember like when it started though. Like for me, like how it started was me and Lobster Dust are super fans of that movie, Ready Player One.
Yeah.
And we both kind of felt like. We had many conversations, late night conversations about how we thought this is where society was going to head, living in this virtual world. But how do you and I saw Twitch as a platform that could kind of do that, but we were like, how is this going to happen? We need like some kind of like game-changing event to launch society into the oasis, And so when the pandemic happened, a light bulb went off, and I was like, holy shit, we're about to enter the oasis. And that's when I texted you, and I was like, yo, we got to go on Twitch. And I guess Trip was texting you at the same time.
Yeah, DJ
about
Trip.
The same time. Yeah, about the same time. And I think literally that day you signed up for the account, and I think later that night or the next day it was the first stream.
Yeah, I didn't even sign up for it. I think I literally just told Trip. It was either Trip or you. It was just like, use this email address, use this password. I don't care. I can't deal right now.
Yeah, I don't remember doing that. I think Trip.
Yeah, which is so weird that Trip is the one who actually like created our Twitch account, like literally, and then kind of.
He doesn't really stream. I think he streamed like 3 times to our channel in this entire year.
Yeah, exactly.
The third time was last week. So that's almost anniversary of his first show on Twitch with us, I guess. He streams on his own channel.
Yes, definitely give DJ Trip a follow. He's good, but he doesn't like to be on camera, and all of us are pretty good on camera.
It is Lobster Dust.
Except for my hair right
now. The top of Lobster Dust's head on camera.
The top of Lobster Dust's head is interesting. Absolutely.
He's got Tibby to fill in for him. I think that's the whole deal.
Speaking about Tibby, do you guys remember the Lobster Dust's first show was Coffee, Cat, and Mashup.
That's right.
It was a Sunday afternoon show. I came up with that idea, actually. I told Lobster Dust, I was like, yo, you got to put your cat on the camera. Like, I was like, it's going to be a midday thing. You're going to drink coffee. You're going to chill. And then he became Lobster Dust.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's funny how it's really interesting to see how all of us, the entire crew, has sort of evolved and adapted over the past year. I mean, I look at you literally on your phone, first live stream, and then you didn't actually even DJ for the first couple weeks because you were doing the Doug hole, which then became the Tyme hole.
Yes. I didn't really have the tech to be able to stream. Like, I wanted to, but I was not prepared. But I could stream on my phone. And the Doug hole, I think. Well, I think I did 2 episodes of the Doug hole, and then one of my good friends was like, "Yo, I can't say the Doug hole anymore. Like, can you change the name of that, please?" And so then we changed it to the Tyme hole because it was like
way better name, actually.
A way better name. Yeah, and so then we're like, all right, it's the Tyme hole now. And then the Tyme hole was a 4-episode engagement. We had a series finale. We're going to be celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Tyme hole actually in a few weeks.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, prepare yourselves to go down the Tyme hole for the 1-year anniversary.
Also,
we're bringing it back.
For tomorrow, not tomorrow, in Sunday morning, we're actually going to have a little revival of Coffee Cats and Mashups. Lobster is going to get his old set time back for that one. So for one time only, we're going to bring back Coffee Cat and Mashups when he's going to take over Sunday morning after our all-nighter overnight set.
This is crazy that we're being nostalgic for a year ago. Like, only a year ago.
I'm nostalgic for the beginning of lockdown. Things were a little easier back then. It was before anti-maskers and anti-vaxxers and the brutal reality that all happened.
Well, we all knew where. I mean, it was like just stay inside, just quarantine, lockdown. It was like the rules were clear. And, since that time, things have gotten a little less clear. But, it was, I still look back at that time period, and I'm a little shocked that we did it. And Tyme, I got to hand it to you. You laid out the very first framework of you're like, let's do a whole Friday night of programming because Saturday, because in a month we're going to be doing Saturdays back at DNA Lounge again.
I remember the whole pitch because I love pitching things to you. I that's my thing, And it was like Saturdays. Let's stay off of Saturdays so we can return to parties. But I was like Friday Night Live, like TGIF Fridays on ABC. You have like all these shows and it ends with this and that. So we're gonna start out. We're gonna have this, and then we're gonna have DJ sets, and then we're gonna end with a late night talk show. And we called it Friday Night Live.
Yep.
And then it turned into what it is now.
Yeah, but you're the one that kind of like started that framework, and then me, I'm such an organized person, and I think that it was one of those things where I was like, okay, I'm going to just start mapping out a schedule and stick to a schedule, and if I can get to this routine of like, okay, then that will kind of keep me sane through the all the uncertainty of the pandemic. At least I know Wednesday I've got a show. Thursday, you've got your show. Friday, we added Airson for happy hour, which is, fabulous. And, we moved, Lobster Dust Sunday show to Thursday, but we've things have shifted around a little bit, but that framework has like been there.
And I'm still the only one who doesn't have a
show. How do you not have a regular show?
I mean, I now have my own two regular shows on my own channel.
Maybe this is the secret
of Sailor Moon, about a 30-year-old anime that only has 200 episodes over and over again, but people still tune into that. And but,
you don't have a show, but you DJ for 25 hours.
I probably still DJ'd almost as much as Tyme, or as much as Tyme. I'm not sure. I bet we had to have the ones with the most hours.
I just did the math.
Oh, you did the math?
Yeah.
Oh, did you really?
I did, because I kind of like...
But you mean for the last 3 months, not
for only for the last 3 months.
I roughly did the math for me, and I think it's like neck and neck between me and Jupiter. But,
72.
but you know, the thing that like
wait, no,
throws it off is like those
Wait, no,
marathons that go on. It's like, you know, but
I want to see that again. It was interesting.
Those numbers are
25 hours.
changing. Well, I'm trying to figure out what to pay everybody.
No, I just wanted to look at the
take your time.
numbers.
Take
I
your
mean, at the hour of DJing. So?
You're at 41 in the past 3 weeks, or 3 months. 41 hours on our channel. Yeah, because you've been busy. I was busy. I was busy moving to another country.
What?
Yeah, shout out, by the way, to Mark Johns, Team VOD. Well, no, like last night, I thought I saw Mark Johns in the chat pod, and he wasn't. So then I just kept talking to him because they said he was going to watch the VOD. So I was, I just went on to having conversations with the VOD and stuff. So yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, man. So, Tyme, what has been like the craziest thing of dealing with this channel for you personally in the past year?
Well, oh man, stress management.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
it's interesting.
like-
I remember when we first started Twitch, and they send you links for like Twitch boot camp and things like that. And what?
The VOD squad.
The VOD squad. And one of the things that they were stressing, they stressed over and over and over again quite a few times in reading all of the stuff of like how to live stream was you can take a break anytime. You know,
we
you don't, you know, you know, and it was
no
like,
breaks.
oh, is live stream burnout like really a thing? Because is it
yeah,
really that
yes,
hard? And then it
yes.
was like, once we got into it, it was like, oh God, actually it kind of is. So just like, you want to like keep providing the content. You get such fabulous people in the chat pod like we do here on this channel. And I'm like, you don't want to disappoint them.
Yeah, well, there's speaking about burnout, like there's something like I've been calling this streamer brain. So it's like when you're streaming, if you've never streamed, you're just staring at a bunch of lights. You're staring at a bunch of screens. You've got headphones on, so you feel like you're enclosed into this weird little world. You have loud music sometimes playing. It's very heightened senses. Lots of like just you're up, And so when you do it for a long period of time and then you turn it all off, you still see the lights. You still feel the music. It's like I don't know if anybody else experienced that streams, but for like 30 minutes after my set, my brain's not right.
Well, in some ways it reminds me, like I still have not done this blog post I want to do of like 10 ways that live streaming is exactly like clubbing. But one of the ways is just like this feeling of like you're being on, you got the music, and then when you leave, you still hear like the ringing in your ears a little bit. You might be a little buzzed, and there's definitely this. I mean, there is a performance element to it. You need to,
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then going back to the craziest things to deal with and stuff like that. Well, it's more of a crazy situation that happened. Some people in the chat might remember this. It was Christmas in July. I was dressed up like Santa Claus. I was drunk. It was afterwards. I was in the Dance Commander Disco Zoom room. We were hanging out. And I saw a box of magic tricks. And I thought, hey, this should be fun, right? Like,
you
let's
just
show.
wanted to...
I was like,
I did
no.
my Elsa tricks. And you're like, I can do magic too.
Well, I'm not going to confirm or deny that inspired me to want to do magic, but full disclosure, as a kid, I wanted to be a professional magician. I was like super into it, so I legitimately have like boxes of magic tricks. So I'm doing these tricks, and it's like you're in the Zoom room, and so I go on to this one trick. It's called thumb handcuffs. They're little miniature handcuffs that go around your thumbs like that. And so I put them on, and I forgot how to do the trick. I couldn't find the key. And next thing I know, these handcuffs are getting tighter and tighter around my thumbs. The more I try to wiggle out of it, I can't get out of it. I start to panic, and like 30 minutes later, fire department, paramedics pull up outside. Santa Claus is sitting down on the curb. They bust out the jaws of life. Everybody in the neighborhood is looking at me like, why is Santa Claus here?
Like,
it's July. Why is he handcuffed around his thumbs? And why are they cutting him open? And why is he crying? Yeah, just like that.
Wow.
So that was definitely a
crazy stories.
Yeah.
We got nothing like that.
Yeah.
That was like, hey, you don't have magic, anymore. So stick to the DJing. But but a lot of crazy. I think the thing that has been the biggest thing for me is like being organized with my time, because it's really easy to be alone by yourself and lose sense of time and just not know what you're doing and what your schedule is, and then you just kind of like float around. And so I constantly have things like this laying around, papers with notes, and I'll put it like on the mixer of my to-do list of like what I need to do, because I'm always gonna go DJ, but this is reminding me to stay on track. And I think that's been kind of like my thing, is being like super organized with my time, because if I don't, I just sit on the couch and wallow away and depressed and stuff like that.
Yeah, I gotta say, giving me a project, all of us a project, was really, really helpful, and seeing the response has been amazing, and picking up people along the way. It was like Airson joins in finally, and then now we got Dada and Fox Sounds, and and Nate started doing the Mashups Rock show. We've got a couple guest DJs here and there, and and then we next thing we've got like oh shit, chat's blowing up. What's this Critical Role that like is big upping us? What is that? Oh, wait a minute, that's that little D&D show that. Yeah, those people
Shout
who
out
DJ
to all the
Burning
critters,
Man
by the
do.
way.
And so then it's like we've got mods. We got shout out to Hyperzyle and Muffle Mug and Smash Color and Mr. Beard Papa and Jezebella Rose and just Jelly Sundancer and like all of you for just helping manage the chaos of a bunch of noobs who launched a Twitch channel because we were freaked out and didn't know what else to do when it's a bunch of DJs and the club shuts down,
And then we got the Dance Commander Disco Zoom Room, and I love the story. I love everything about it. It's just like, but I remember like I was just talking to Ramy and Keslow, because we were trying to like chart out the beginnings of the Dance Commander Disco and how it started and when it started, and back in the beginning when we started streaming, the very first show I wanted to do, the whole idea was I wanted to do it midweek on a Thursday, so it kind of makes people bounce into the weekend, gives them a little extra bump during the week. And I wanted to call it living room. We called it Living Room Boom.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because the idea was we're in your living room with you and you're booming, you're bouncing, and so the whole idea was like we have to have a Zoom room, and I didn't know how to do it back then. I didn't know how to get a Zoom room into Twitch. I didn't know any of that shit.
We didn't know none of us knew anything.
Nothing.
We were so making up all this shit as we went along.
Shout out to Ty Eric. Thanks for the gift sub.
Oh, right on.
Thank you. And shout out to CJ. He's like, don't forget D&DJ. So we didn't forget. In fact, I'm super happy that I'm now back in Berlin, and I'm not like so all consumed with like packing up my life and shipping out 100 booty bundles. That yes, I'm looking forward to doing D&DJs again. That's the other thing too. It's like any crazy idea now, we're just like,
I can't just do it.
Dance Commander Disco has like an idea for like, let's do a crazy hat party. Okay, let's play Dungeons and Dragons with the DJs. Okay,
I believe crazy.
While DJing bangers. Okay.
I believe Crazy Hat Party was my idea. If
was
you want to go,
okay.
I think it was that giant list I posted in Christmas time. Remember around Christmas time I dropped like 30 theme ideas, and you're like,
oh my god, yeah. And Dance Commander Disco just recently, Ramy sent me a whole list. I was like, okay, I pulled the Dance Commander Disco. Here's a list of themes. It's like, it was, like it was in an email, but it felt like that long scroll of paper just rolling out down the stairs.
That's awesome. These are good problems. good
Yeah,
problems.
absolutely. And I love having, and this reminds me also making parallels between real life parties and the Twitch events is like one of the things I've always loved about Booty Mashup is when we have like kooky ideas. Let's do mashup karaoke. Let's do LOL cats night. Let's just
Oh my God, I
let's
remember
do
that.
like just stupid club night ideas. We can do them even easier on Twitch. In a lot of ways.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. I think like that was like something we kind of like learned early on or halfway through was like the ideas that were really crazy and kooky that wouldn't really work in the club are like perfect for the Dance Commander Disco. Like Crazy Hat Party would never work in a nightclub. However, I kind of want to try it, but
I think Crazy Hat Party would work. But there's a few other ones like God. I'm trying to remember some. We now we do. I mean, that was the other thing too. It's like okay, let's just lean into the themes because this is fun to do. It also challenges the DJs. It keeps things interesting. You might attract a different audience, but I'm trying to think of like
Pirate Night was one of my favorites. Like it doesn't sound all that interesting, but at booty parties, people just stop dressing up like pirates for a long time.
Yeah.
But not the Dance Commander Disco.
Right.
They are all fucking amazing pirates. It was
Kegel.
great fun to do it.
And plus the pirate theme that is literally it's the original Booty Mashup theme. I mean, we still as I was packing up all the club decorations and putting them in storage, and it's like piles and piles of like inflatable pirates, the pirate flags. It's like we're playing pirated music.
When we met, we were both dressed like pirates.
Yes, we were.
A thought I had the other day is so random, but it's true. Is what sound I really miss?
Mr. Beard Papa, thanks for the gift subs.
Wow.
Hells yeah.
Thank you. What sound I really miss
What?
was the sound of a cheap electric pump blowing up hooky before Booty Mashup every night. There's no sound system going on, and you just hear this. Yep, I miss that.
I can't say I miss that.
No.
Honestly.
Nope. Oh man, there's a lot I miss about club life.
We have a
hype
going for the weekly meeting.
Wow,
Oh my God.
thank you guys so much. And this is also what I mean. It's like, God, the community here. It's like in a nightclub environment.
Level 3? We're
ha-
already at level 3?
Oh, thank you.
Hyper.
I mean,
all right,
this
I'm
is just the
gonna
Just
train
Chatting
talk.
show. If we hit to level 5, I'm gonna have to sing.
We need to talk. No, we need
well,
to
I got
discuss the
British singing.
lyrics of the Hype Train song.
Train.
Working hard to get my train. Everybody wants a train.
Train.
No, wait, train.
Is it training outside? Oh no, it's just cloudy.
Hyper.
That's not how he says it. It's hyper.
Oh, that's cute.
It's a perfect English, okay? Wait, something happened. Double T, thank you for the gift subs.
Actually,
did we finish
I
that?
did.
Oh
I think I did.
God. You
I
guys
think
are ridiculous. Thank you so much. And honestly, seriously, thank you. Because, I mean, or I was just like kind of going over like, oh, wait, how many hours people have DJ'd? Like all of your support for this channel, all of your subscriptions, all of the, like every hype train, that's like literally.
Wow.
Oh my God, Wicked
Like,
Dog, thank you so much.
I can-
Thank you so much.
I can break off all of this for all of the DJs. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Oh my
guys.
God.
We get emote
It's
kake.
emote kake. Oh, I have not seen emote
Thank
kake
you.
in a while.
Thank
Damn, all three of us.
Oh my God.
Wait, you guys. Wait, here we go.
Finished
Hype
episode
train.
What?
Wait, did that work?
Now's the time to tell you there will not be a stream break later. We're going straight into DJ Ersen, so she might need to open with her Hype Train song.
Oh my God. Well, no, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did we reach level 5? Can we?
I heard
Oh,
Arison's
dude.
watching.
Oh my God, we finished the Hype Train. We just finished the Hype Train song.
Just a small town train.
Yeah, there it is.
Living on a
train.
train. Took the midnight train. Hype train.
Hyper.
Just the city
Train.
Born and raised in South Detroit.
Train.
Took the midnight
Train.
train going anywhere.
Hyper.
We can keep this going. We're at 260%. What the hell?
Tune in today on Booty Mashup Twitch to watch 3 drunk people try to sing Train.
Did I even do the reverb? Did I
think
get
you
it?
did.
I think
No,
Maybe
no,
not.
I did it on my end. Did you do it too?
Yeah. You guys, does this sound like reverb to you? Is it that nice
no,
fake
you guys, I
teeny
put an
karaoke
echo on my
reverb?
All again in the parking lot.
Are we in the bathroom or in the parking lot? You know, soaking up all the hype.
No, that was me.
Are we in the
That was
train
me.
station?
That was me.
Train station. Shit. Should we continue singing? I don't know the lyrics.
Hey,
I don't know the German, my German Sailor Moon lyrics.
Hey, you too. That was me over here, like, boo!
Yeah,
Nice.
I thought that's it. Oh, you know what? I don't think
No,
I have it on.
it's me. It's me with the reverb.
delay. Wait, where it is? Chorus, halls. There we go. I think this is. Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't have it.
This one, yeah.
There we go. Now do we get now am I in the train station? I'm in the bathroom at the train station. Oh,
I'm
wait
in
a
the
minute.
Pizza Hut.
Wait a minute.
I'm in the Taco Bell.
Let me rephrase that.
I'm in a combination
What?
Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Wait, what do you say?
What's
Nothing.
happening right now?
Wait, what? You're in
This is a family channel.
But you're in the bathroom of the train station?
Yeah.
What is weird about that?
Doug, do you want to?
What?
What? What?
Why is that weird?
Just a city train.
No.
Don't stop the hype train. Hold on to that train.
Street
train.
lights.
Hype train.
Don't stop.
The
hype
hype train. Hold on to that hype train. 317% at level 5. Oh, okay.
Wow.
I think. Wait. I still don't think that we had reverb on.
No, we didn't.
Shit.
No, you need to
Why can't
both
I
crank them both up. You
I
need to
got-
crank both of them fucking up.
All right, hold on. Oh, now we're 320% level 5. Now, do I sound like I'm in a bathroom at the train station?
But what is weird about this? I don't get it. Like,
It's where gay men go to hook up. Back in the 50s.
oh,
No.
interesting places.
Only in the 50s?
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna turn. I did not sound check. Oh, wait a minute. Now we are only on the left. Wait a minute. There we go. Thank you guys. Sorry, I'm fiddling with all of the knobs trying to figure
And
out
all of the wrong ones.
all the wrong
Oh my
ones.
gosh, oh my
yeah,
God.
I got it. We're all set. It's good. We're good. All right. I think. Did we fulfill the hype train song obligation? I feel like we did.
Kind of, but I still feel like.
I mean, it was clipped. It was clipped, so it's official.
Oh my god, you guys, it's gonna be a long weekend. So yeah, we
It's
are
just
streaming.
starting.
It's basically all hands on deck. It's every single person in our crew plus PDS Mix, who's definitely kind of like, he's frequent guest DJ on our crew. So 9 of us DJing for 51 and a half hours. Although I think, didn't we just figure this out with daylight savings time? We lose an hour.
We lose, yeah. It's
So it'll
cutting
be-
into my set. Oh, you know what? No, it's cutting into your set.
And so it's 50 and a half
that
hours.
No, but it's still the same length. It's just a different, right? It's still the same. No, wait, no, you're
No,
no,
because
no.
when I figured out
What
the
is
DJ
time?
schedule, yeah, so one of us loses an hour at some point. But
I heard
whatever.
a rumor that this might be the last daylight savings change ever.
I hope so.
that'd be nice.
I heard a
Daylight savings
rumor.
time is so fucking stupid
yeah.
in the modern age. Like, what? Are we all farmers? I mean, no. Well, no, that's why daylight savings time started. It was mostly for farmers.
Oh.
So that way there would be more daylight or something about daylight and working the fields. That's all I know.
Work in the fields.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Anyway. So yes, everyone, it is our 1 year Twitchiversary, and it's kind of we lose an hour, right? And but we are doing at least 50 hours all the way up until Sunday, continuous streaming. There will be a few stream breaks, but we're trying to keep them to a minimum because we now have the technology. So yes.
Like we're not even here right now. This isn't even our stream,
this is a
technically.
Hologram. I'm a hologram. You're a hologram. All of this
I'm a
stream
fake.
is a hologram.
I'm not real. I'm excited. I love when it's like we do these, not just because it's nonstop streaming, but it's like, you get to see all your friends like over the weekend. Like I get to see all my friends do their thing all weekend long.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm so excited for that.
Different people are gonna pop in and out of the chat. Seriously, I keep coming back to this word community. I love the community that we have created here in a year's time. Like people that we never would have reached had we only been doing parties in San Francisco, LA, New York, Seattle, Berlin.
Yeah.
But now
Crazy.
it's like we're not limited by geography anymore, and that has been the greatest thing with being on Twitch. I really hope that we never get shut down because we play music here.
I mean, we got backup plans. We got backup plans. I'm not worried. We got backup plans.
Yeah. Now that we have a Discord, you should join our Discord. That in case we one day magically disappear because Twitch pulled the plug on us, we're gonna tell you in the Discord where we went.
Yeah, I mean between Discord and of course all our social media channels, we are easy to find, and it's been, and I feel like I've been. Having downtime to not throw parties, I've been able to, our Patreon's been amazing because it forces me to make mixtapes every damn month to really tag all those mashup tracks and send them to all the DJs and also send them to the Patreon. It's like keep me busy with projects.
I got a question about this. I don't want to say which producers' names because I don't want to put anybody on blast, but I feel like a certain chunk of them were like YouTube rips or like really low res. Do you know anything about that?
I don't rip them. Eric does, but he uses. But I know the program he uses to rip them if they're not available because a lot of producers don't post their tracks anywhere. They don't know about Soundhouse or they don't.
Yes.
They don't post them to the Discord. So it's literally like William Morancy, who's and Cummerbund, both super, super popular YouTube mashup producers who do not post their MP3s anywhere. So the only way to get the track is to rip it from their video.
Yeah, and even if Cummerbund sends you all his track, they're all
oh my god,
anyway.
Right, exactly. And then Cummerbund did actually send me a bunch of his MP3s. First of all, they were not tagged at all. Like I have no fucking clue what any of these tracks are.
Shout out to myself. I made you a new emote that says "Tag your shit."
Tag your shit. And then also they're half of Cummerbund's tracks are at 128 kilobytes per second anyway.
Yeah, that's the problem I'm having here is I want to and I talked about this last night on pre-rolling and I want to put it out there in the world. It's if you're a mashup producer, give us the high quality link, make it easy, put the download link in your YouTube video because if you don't do that, we're going to do a shitty rip and we're going to make your awesome mashup sound like shit.
Smash Color, I'm so wondering how I ended up with the 160 version instead of 320. I'm really curious how that happened.
Hey, PDS Mix!
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
But, anyway, I will, maybe I'll go download the 321 off Soundhouse and re-upload it to the Booty Mashup Top 10. Thanks for letting me know about that. And again, I loved it. It was there it is. Now I can go fix this thing because someone right here told me about it. So
and that right there, I want to point out as one of the things I love so much about the past year is the chat pod has made our lives so much easier because it's like they've become the what do you call it, the 11th person of the team, you know what I mean? Like they're so quick to point out and help us with things about things that are going on, and it's like I couldn't do it without you guys, you know, seriously.
Yeah. And just finding a whole new community of people that really embrace mashup
Mastermind!
culture. And then also, I want to shout out right now. I want to shout out all the lurkers because you know, I actually just got an email from a girl who was like, I used to come to your parties all the time. I really miss them, but it's been great to see you guys on Twitch and to hear all and learn more about the mashup scene. Which, you know, if you just show up at Booty, you don't know anything about like the mashup scene, the producers, the stories behind the tracks. But being able to share the mashups in a more, dare I say, intimate platform like Twitch, where we can like actually talk as well as play the music, has been really, really great.
Yeah. Who just posted a chat pod? Chat makes for amazing tech support. That's the words I was trying to say.
That's true. Oh my
Chat
God.
pod has become more tech support.
And
like,
we needed
seriously.
it too.
Yes,
I mean,
thank
not
you.
as much these days, but oh my God, in the early days, it was like, just like, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Someone there,
Am I live? Am I live? But let's be honest, Adriana. I think you say that at the beginning of every stream. Okay, hello. Can you hear me?
Exactly. So
Yeah, we're blowing
Smash
up right
Color, why are you posting 160 kilobyte per second tracks to Soundhouse?
Explained it because there are file size limitations.
On Soundhouse?
Yeah, so I guess everything we downloaded from there is actually just 160 kilobyte. But you know what? Twitch only gives you 160
Well,
kilobytes.
that's true.
Yeah,
otherwise, so
but,
you would never hear the
that's not
difference.
how that works. So if you take 160 and you put it through Twitch, it's going to degrade it even more.
No,
you
it's
gotta
just going to
give
play it at
Twitch-
160. There's not going to be any degradation. It's
You
the
want
same.
to you want to give them as high. You
Well,
want to give as much
obviously.
output as you
I
can.
can't believe I'm going to take that up with Pomme de Terre, although I'm sure you probably already.
Because I'll be honest.
Hey,
I'll be honest.
downscale to
I delete those mashups. Anything that's a low quality like that, I delete it because it doesn't sound good. You know, that's what I do. Tag your shit and make your shit sound good.
Ooh, okay.
Wait,
Right,
that's
like,
you, Mo. Make your shit sound
320 or GTFO.
Yeah, Smash Color knows what I'm
Doesn't
talking about.
compress it when we stream. Time's always right. in a
Oh,
scary way.
damn. Why you
Telling you
why
this
you
all
right?
year
We
long.
always right, Time. But I mean, well, what do we know? Maybe Smash Color is just, maybe Time paid Smash Color to say this. I don't know that.
That's
You
right,
always-
Mr. Beard.
No,
Pop,
like
gatekeeping time.
my brother who works in TV and film and editing. In the beginning of Twitch, he was like, it doesn't matter if Twitch is sizing it down or if somebody else is sizing it down. Always make sure you send out the highest quality you can and let them size it down. Don't think that because it's getting sized down, you should do that.
Right.
So that was kind of
Yeah,
But I mean-
Totem, I'm with you. 192, I really like, if the track is only available on 128, I will deal with it and fiddle with knobs to make it sound good in a club. Also, I have a theory.
Drunk bitches don't care.
Drunk bitches don't care. At the
That's not-
club, they just want to hear the song they want to hear.
They just want to feel the bass.
They just want to feel the bass.
okay,
Now, granted,
okay.
if it's a 128, you might need to crank the bass up on that mixer. But
Okay. So here's the thing. If you play all 128, then nobody's going to notice.
you're right.
But if
then
you
you
play
drop a
128
nicely
and-
produced DJs from Mars track, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
So but even so, Jupiter, you said they want to hear the bass. Well, there's no bass with those low qualities. There's no bass. There's nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah. Okay, now we're geeking out.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm trying to read all the chat right now. I'm like, ooh, this one. Yeah. But hey, this is actually what we've done for the past year at Booty Mashup Twitch. We have a team chat channel that all of us who DJ on Twitch, all of us who are involved with Booty, all are part of this chat channel. And it's been just like this for the whole past year of us throwing ideas and talking things out and, hey, what about this? So I don't know about this. And sometimes you wake up in the morning and you go to the Booty Mashup Twitch chat, and it's like, wow, I have to go through 300 messages.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know if you talked to Fox Sounds when Fox was like, hey, I'm gonna make the leap. I'm gonna get on Twitch. I'm gonna do this. And then he was like, and I'm talking to him on the phone, and he's like, yeah, I even went into and this is like months after we started. And he's like, yeah, I went into the Booty Mashup Twitch Facebook thread, and I read the whole thing.
I remember this actually, yes.
I'm like, you what?
I mean, I did that too, but back in May. He was several months
Yeah,
after me.
it was like July. I'm like, oh my God.
But yeah,
Because a lot of it was also us like just trying to like figure.
What is OBS?
Yeah, what is OBS?
yeah.
What is a stream key?
Yeah, what is an OBS? Do I have to go to the doctor for that?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, props to us and props to the chat pod. I'm so glad that you've discovered us and have been along for the ride. I mean, I know that, it's like this has been the story. It's so interesting. You know, we have so many colleagues from Club World, and it's been interesting to see like who's jumped aboard and who hasn't. Like Doug, I was just thinking like so many guest DJs that we used to have at Booty Mashup, like especially in San Francisco. Like, where's Mikey Magnetic? Where's
Shy Boy.
Where's Shy Boy from Booty LA?
Yeah, I mean, like, I personally didn't get it in the beginning. To me, this was it was a no-brainer to me. But like, you know, everybody has a different look at the pandemic and a different look at like where they're at in the pandemic, and it could be really depressing to like, you know, go from the clubs to Twitch. And some people are just like, no, and I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait, you know, and some people are finding other platforms like Mikey Magnetic, who DJ'd at Booty a bunch. He's part of he does streams at DNA Lounge. So like this Saturday, it's the same stage that Dada will be streaming from. And then when we pivot back to IRL parties, we'll be incorporating more of that. But I feel like our peoples are still out there. We didn't lose anybody.
Okay. I always worry.
It's
Has it been too long? I mean, it's only been a year, but a year in club years.
True. but a year in club years when all the clubs are shut down. Because if all the clubs are open, then I think we're all escalating together, but everybody's paused. So I think it's just like holding your breath kind of thing.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll see. But it has been really exciting to also see a bunch of our colleagues make the leap to Twitch. And but what I will say this, I love that this channel is kind of a collective. I like that we're a crew.
Yes.
It takes a little bit of the pressure off. It keeps the content super varied. And I never really realized, I mean, like my ex-partner used to accuse me of like, oh, it's all about you all the time. And it's like, no, I'm just like the one on the microphone emceeing the show. But it's like, I certainly appreciate all of our DJs more than she ever did. And Twitch has like really nailed that down where it's like, okay, yeah, I'm the mom who kind of like, you know, plans out everything. But I love like that, you know, I mean, you follow on that Facebook thread. It's like, I'm always like, okay, who wants to do what? Like, you know, I'm pretty open.
You know, for not from going from being around a lot of people to not being around anybody, I have more community and new friends than I've ever had in my entire life. And I haven't seen anybody in a year. And
which is crazy.
Which is crazy. And it's just so amazing that we were able to do what we did. Like, I got goosebumps right now trying to collect words for this, you know. And it's not the side effects. That's gone.
Mastermind community, 6 seasons in a movie. Yes.
Oh my God, I got that reference.
I got that reference. We're all we all speak geek here, definitely.
What was the imagination room? Is that what it was called? I remember that was one of my first backgrounds in like when I did the backgrounds for the Zoom rooms and stuff. It's like it's in that show, The Imaginary Room, and it looks like, anyways, chat. Anybody? No? Okay, anyways.
If you've never seen the TV show Community, then you were just lost for the last 30 seconds.
It's the episode where they have, like, I forget the name. It's like an imagination room, but it was hella trippy graphics. And I was like, ooh, I want to use that for my streams. That kind of, like, led me into, like, the time hole and all those other fun things I do.
Right. Yeah, and I love that we're constantly trying new stuff. Like, we're always, that's the other great thing about this channel being a group effort is I feel like a lot of us, maybe not Lobster Dust, he don't care, but I know certainly amongst the three of us, we challenge each other. It's like Doug gets a new trick and then we're like, oh, how'd you do that? I want to do that.
I mean, it's almost toxic how much we want to challenge each other. As soon as I see Jupiter do a 25-hour stream, I'm like, I got you 26. I'm like, no, I can't. But it's what's got us to where we're at now. So here we are.
Hey, DJ Forge. Hello from New Zealand. Speaking of DJ crew, far flung.
Lobsterdust is also a little competitive. I remember last time I did a 9.5-hour DJ set. He made sure to do 10 hours the next day.
Hey, we got Harrison!
He break my 25-hour record, but he only made it to 20.5, and he did fall asleep during a mix between one track to the others.
Look who's on deck! Look who's on deck!
God, we got all four of us on one.
All right, that's our cue. I love this new tech of us being able to like host each other's streams and do all this.
So thank you, Lobsterdust.
Yes, exactly. This is what I mean about like again, this channel being such a group effort has been amazing.
It's not like Lobsterdust doesn't care. No, Lobsterdust made all this amazing tech happen that we're even able to stream.
Yeah. Lobster gets a lot of credit for that.
But he absolutely cares.
Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for being here for the weekly meeting and for hanging out with us. I'm Adriana A, Jupiter Gatling, DJ Tyme coming from San Francisco. And we are going to get this very, very long 2-day streamathon really kicked into high gear with Happy Hour with DJ Erson. Thanks, everyone, for being here.
Bye. Thank you. Don't click anything. You don't click anything.
No.
Click anything.
I need to change the...
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. You don't need to do anything. She's doing it.
Is it working? Am I on? Am I on the internet? Let's get this anniversary, Twitchiversary started. I had so much fun watching Adriana A, Tyme, and Jupiter Gatling shoot the shit over how we started on Twitch. Thanks for being here, guys. Happy 1-year anniversary to us on Twitch.
To the phone. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to make an entrance, so back on up.
Before I have to pull the strap out the cut,
give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, now you know you in trouble, cause ain't nothing but a G-Bang, baby. Two loped out G's, so we crazy. Death Row is the label that pays me. Unfadable, so please don't try to fake this. But back to the lecture at hand. Perfection is perfected, so I'ma let them understand. From a young G's perspective. And before me, they got a trick, I have to find a contraceptive. You never know, she could be earning her, man, and learning her, man. And at the same time, burning her, man. Now when she burning, I'ma chill for a minute. Cause ain't no loving good enough to get burned while I'm offended.
Yeah.
And that's realer than real deal, Holyfield. And now you hookers and